In three.
I'm not ready. Dude, is that me spiking?
Yeah, because you're loud.
God, I hate myself so much.
This is you spiking. You're one.
Oh, that's me?
Yeah, I didn't
Who is
spike that
this?
much. You spiked.
What is this?
Me.
Oh,
You on top of me.
Oh my God.
Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, your entertainment podcast where we break down the latest in movies, television, video games, and more. My name's Adam.
And I'm fucking Oliver.
And it has been a minute, guys. All right, so for us, it's been a while since we filmed an episode, but we are back for Agatha All Along plus Venom trailer. Yeah, so we're going to cover the first half with Agatha. We're going to sum it up a little bit, and then we're going to go into the Venom trailer. Guys, new format, again, really quick on everything. So Agatha All Along. We open up with her in like this crime drama.
Yeah, it was so bizarre.
It was very bizarre.
Right?
It was kind of like WandaVision, where like you don't really know what's going on, but you do in a different sense because you know it's sitcom-esque
Literally before the theme song, I was like, I feel like
turn on that light behind you.
Off.
Yeah.
I feel like I was watching a like a sitcom or it felt off.
It felt like purposely bad acting and stuff like that. And then we get Aubrey Plaza's character, which we don't know who she is yet. Dude, so
Aubrey
hot.
Plaza.
So hot. Like
Aubrey Plaza, guys.
But she comes in and like she's trying to wake Agatha out of this whatever the hell we're going through.
Right.
And she finds this body that we don't see the face of, and it's definitely Wanda. And it seems like the body was moved and crushed by something heavy, which kind of goes into Doctor Strange, where she was like crushed by the thing, everything else. So like she was definitely transported there. And then we have this teen, which a lot of people have hypothesized as Billy, who is one of Wanda's kids, the one that knew more magic than the one that was fast.
Right.
So maybe it's him, and every time he tries to say his name or
it's like
his backstory,
it's like very SpongeBob.
It either like his mouth has like this weird thing on it,
like Krabs is up.
Talk. Yeah. So we get into that, and then immediately in the first episode, Agatha gets out of her spell that she's in, but she has no power, and she starts to assemble a coven to get to the Dark Road, or the Witch's Road, which is where this teen wants to get to, which is probably Billy. So we're just going to call him Billy for the time being until we're told otherwise.
Okay.
Or proven right. And so they go and they find these different witches, which we get to see some really cool interactions with Agatha and these different witches, where it's one's like a psychic and kind of does different like psychic
pretty
readings.
Neat. Yeah.
Another one is more of like skincare and stuff, but
like there's potions, there's divination.
It's going through some lawsuits that they exploit her with and stuff. So it kind of definitely gets to a point where we get a lot of just like these first two episodes are a lot of backstory for everyone, and that's why I went through pretty quickly because guys, there was like 6 minutes of credits for each episode.
A lot.
So be ready for that. Like it's 6 minutes less than what it says it is.
For real, like a 40-minute episode ended up being like 30 minutes. Yeah.
So we end up like going through all this, but like through it all, I think I like the little bits of sub humor that are in there, as well as like the LGBTQ representation in many different ways. Like a lot of the dialogue can kind of be given off as like sexual.
It was weird.
But there was a something that came up like a news post that said that the end of WandaVision or Agatha All Along is going to be very much LGBTQ pushed. So I feel like we are going to get some of that payoff probably by the end of the season.
Well, I noticed it like a little bit in the beginning. I was like, there's a little bit.
And we are getting, so guys, they confirmed that the last 2 episodes will release on October 30th. So like back to back, just like it is now. So we thought we'd be going to November. We're actually going to October this series, and then November will be Penguin, which will be tomorrow. We'll review the season premiere, and then after that, it'll be the following Wednesday after it premieres because it's a weird fucking. Episode 1 comes out tomorrow.
Does Agatha
episode 2 comes out 10 days from now?
Does Agatha come out every one episode a week?
Yeah. So next Wednesday we'll get Agatha, but Penguin we get tomorrow, and then the next episode doesn't come out until not this coming Sunday, but the Sunday after.
So
and then
why?
Sundays, yeah. So we'll review that Wednesdays with Agatha back to back. You guys
Gotcha.
will just get it afterwards, because we don't have the time to do that shit. Even if we wanted to, we do not have the time to do that shit.
Yeah.
This month, maybe. Next month, not even a
fucking.
yeah, no, not even an option. So, overall, 2 episodes into this series, I'm really liking it. It definitely gives off a lot of horror vibes. Like, there's a lot of like tense moments in this
Mm-hmm.
that I think Marvel's really edging towards like bigger payoffs towards the end of it, because like we have the Nicholas Scratch stuff with her and like in her sitcom world with her son, which is Senor Scratchy the rabbit,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of like her demon from the comics. There's a lot of
Such a
crazy
cute
shit
buddy.
there.
Such a cute buddy.
It's super crazy. So far, 2 episodes in, I'm gonna give my rating, and then I'm not gonna give a rating again until the end.
Are we
But
rating one rating for 2 episodes?
yeah.
Okay.
So for the full 2 episodes in, if we were like, if someone said, "Hey, should I start Agatha?" This is what our rating should entail with our answer. So for me, I'm gonna say a 6.5 as of right now, and that's just because I still feel like there's more to it. But like, I would definitely tell someone, "Hey, if you have nothing else to watch, yeah."
Are
Like
we
for the
saying?
Halloween season,
Are we also
yes.
saying like should this person watch Wanda first? Is
Uh,
that included in our rating? Because I feel like it's kind of important.
I feel like so. Let me phrase this 2 ways. So, side note, guys. So they already announced, like Marvel, Kevin Feige has said, there's a Wanda trilogy. So it's WandaVision, Agatha, and then the White Vision series we're gonna get, or Vision Quest that we're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
So like there will be a trilogy of like series that
Okay.
tell the Wanda story. So with that in mind,
So
yes, they would have to
they would
watch
probably have.
WandaVision because this is like the sequel to
So if I
WandaVision.
were to recommend only Agatha to
Yes,
somebody, I'm gonna have to say a 5.
a 5.
Yeah, because it's not. I don't think you can get enough. Like, you won't understand the references
Yeah.
if you just watch it by itself.
I think that might change when you get it as a series. Of
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
the thing. But I think, yeah, right now I think a 6.5 with the fact of like, if you've watched Wanda, I think it's a 6.5.
Mhm.
I think without it, yeah, I think I would lean more towards like the 5.55 area because
Yeah.
like it's really jarring if you haven't
It's like
seen it.
weird because like, oh, Maximoff, who the fuck is that?
Not even just that. No, I think Maximoff isn't a big thing because you still have Wanda. I think it's more of like the series sitcom that's going on that you would be a little more.
Which is also, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like her coming out of it, you'd be like, what is she
What's
coming out of?
going on?
Yeah. But the Wanda part, I don't think is a big thing because like Doctor Strange was a movie. Like Scarlet Witch has been in mostly movies opposed to TV shows. Like if you've watched all the movies, you know most of her story apart from WandaVision because it's the only other thing she showed up in. But everything else is like her. So like you know who Wanda is. So that's not too jarring out of the series. I think it's more of like at least the sitcom part of it. You have
Yeah,
to watch
the
WandaVision
weird
to know like
third
her powers
person,
and like the
fourth
witchy and
wall
stuff.
type
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
But knowing her as a character, you already know from like Age of Ultron and Endgame and Infinity War and Multiverse of Madness. Like you know enough of her to get it. The only thing is like if you
Stop.
watch WandaVision,
Wait.
what? We're fine.
We're going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jesus, I got worried for a second.
If
Okay.
you watch WandaVision, it's definitely more of like I would say you get to see like her more of a anti-hero than just a villain as of right now because right now she kind of seems like a villain.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing I would say.
It's interesting though. It was fun.
Yeah.
I wasn't bored watching it through episode 1 and 2. I mean, again, we pointed it out. The acting is not great, but I think that was done purposely. Can you picture like acting, but acting bad? That seems so difficult to me.
I can see it.
That seemed like I don't.
I'm
not saying I'm a good actor. I'm just saying like just. What was that?
Nothing else.
What was that?
Camera.
What was that?
Oh.
I saw you. I hope you spit your water on your fucking knee. Rude. But anyway, it's very difficult to act and act badly. And for those of you that are actors, you understand. What was that?
I'm just...
what was? You guys see that? You guys saw that, right?
Anyways, um, with that in mind, we will get back with our reaction to the Venom trailer after this word from our sponsor.
What was that? Oh no, okay.
Let's talk about data breaches. You know how creepy it is to get ads that are like way targeted?
It's absurd. I literally got a text the other day, and it just said, "Hello, Oliver. How are you today?" I'm like, "I don't know you. How do you know my name? What's happening?"
I sometimes respond to them like, "Who is this?" And they're like, "Nah."
They're like,
they don't
"No,
respond back at
no."
all. Yeah. I also get like weird Instagram ads, things like that. It's so weird. And the thing is, like these data brokers, they have your full name, your address, your email, and your health records. And they sell it all for like $1, dude.
Dude.
Quick dollar.
Honestly, so that's why I started using Aura. It's like a superhero for your privacy. It's great. It's amazing. It scans the dark web for your information that's being sold, and then bam, automatically opts you out of those shady websites, so you don't get those really creepy messages that I definitely don't like. You get less spam, and that's just the beginning. Like, having your info out there makes you a target for hackers who could also just crack into your social media, bank accounts, and the whole nine.
Really? Huh. Well, you know, the thing is with Aura, they go above and beyond just privacy, though. They also have VPNs, they also have antivirus, and they have a password manager, like, you know, someone that doesn't forget.
What?
They even have parental controls and identity theft insurance. It's all pretty good. And not only that, it just keeps it simple instead of all those different apps that you have to download and stuff like that.
It's really, really annoying. But look, I know you might already have some of these features covered, but think of it like this. Aura has 24/7 security. That's like the whole week and then some hours. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's like all the hours.
Yeah, that's all the hours.
It's basically a 24/7 security guard working tirelessly in the background so you can browse, game, and stream with a peace of mind.
It's honestly one of the best services, guys, especially for different things. Instead of all the malware protection, you get your own VPN service, all that stuff in one.
You get VPN?
And VPN, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So honestly, with all that, you can get it's all for an affordable price too. But if you guys want to try it out, you guys can go to aura.com/nerdlocker and you guys can get a 2-week free trial to try it out and see exactly how it is. It's going to change everything for you guys. It was crazy how much of my stuff was on the dark web.
Less spam.
It's so much on the dark web, guys. They have all the information that you can even think of. Like, just do yourself a favor, make your online life a lot easier with aura.com/nerdlocker. Down below, get a 2-week free trial.
2-week free trial, huh?
Yep.
I like
14 days.
14 whole. Yeah, you got 14 fingers over there?
10 and 4. 14.
That's not 4. You just did this.
Pick number 3, my lord.
And we're back, guys. So we got the Venom tree. Venom tree.
Venom tree? It's a whole Venom tree. Oh, God.
And we're back, guys. So we got the Venom The Last Dance trailer, which is the final trailer for the third Venom movie. And we have Ed Hardy, Tom Hardy, Ed Hardy.
Ed Hardy. Yeah.
Tom Hardy coming back to do this.
To do this last movie.
Yeah.
But you were explaining to me earlier today.
You
had like a crazy theory.
I did have a crazy theory. Okay, guys, so if you watch this, we get the confirmation of Null. So Null is the king of symbiotes, and he created all of the symbiotes, including Venom.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like this Thanos level villain.
Yeah.
And apparently played by Norman Reedus. We don't know. It's been
First off, side note, what a dickhead.
If it is, fucking crazy. Wait, dickhead.
Norman Reedus is known to be like an asshole on set.
Oh, we'll talk about that separate. Anyways, like after this.
Anyways, true.
So we get like apparently this, and we get a lot of Eddie kind of going back to his version or his universe outside the MCU, which I still really wish it was Andrew Garfield's MCU, but I don't think it is. But
who do you think it is?
I'll get to it in a second. Hold on. So like I think like so we get this whole thing of like Null coming there and like sending out these symbiote like monsters to come and attack him or whatever and blah blah blah. And so my big theory is this. So the creators that made Null said that they had no idea about this. Then they talked to Sony, and Sony gave them the pitch, and they're like, this is a great concept. So this is what I want. 2 things. The first thing I'm going to say is I think, excuse me, if we go to Tom Holland,
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and where he's at, and this movie for Spider-Man 4 is supposed to come out in between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. We're getting Venom 3, which could see either Eddie die, not the Venom symbiote. No matter what, the symbiote lives.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's attached to Eddie, doesn't matter. Regardless, the symbiote wants to go find Spider-Man because Null also wants to find Spider-Man and give him a symbiote because Spider-Man is pissed off Peter Parker, like Tom Holland's, from the issues of Doomsday with Tony Stark, or like Doctor Doom looking like Tony Stark. So they want that anger. So I think it's going to be like a fight of who can get to him first kind of thing. And that's where I think they're gonna like blend those universes together, especially when they said that Spider-Man 4 is like grounded but in a different multiverse, so it's like kind of feels like it's gonna be in Venom stuff anyway. Or they go to Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, who has already said he's been very angry as of late, and he hasn't fought a alien at all, so they can go into that. So that's the one I want. The first one is the one that's more practical for what they're going for. But I do think that no matter what, this movie, the post-credit scene, which they confirmed is only one, is going to link this back to the MCU because we're done with the Venom movies. Like the Venom solo movies are done.
Thank
So anything going forward has got to be like a different title or something else. You know what I mean?
I honestly, I want the Venom movies to kind of be done. But wow, shit, yeah, that's kind of wild.
Like, would you rather see them incorporate Tom Holland more going forward, or would you rather them go into the Andrew Garfield stuff?
I'd rather see them do Andrew Garfield because it's a new, fresh idea.
I think if we look, honestly, I don't know yet. Look, I'm gonna say this now. I would have to rewatch the first two, and maybe it's something that we do before
The Amazings?
No, the first two men.
Oh, Venom movies.
Venom movies
Okay.
before we watch the third one. And I say this with this matter. Did we ever really look at the phones? And this is a big thing I say, the cell phones, because let me put it
Shows
this
time
way.
jumps.
A lot of people said that in the trailers for the third Venom movie, there's a young boy that they're like, is that young Peter Parker? I'm like, is that the young Peter Parker of Andrew Garfield's?
Mhm.
But it all depends on the phones, I think, because if the phone looked more advanced in the first Amazing Spider-Man as opposed to the Venom movies, maybe Venom 1 and 2 take place
And
earlier in the
Yeah.
timeline of Andrew Garfield, and he just hasn't met the Venom symbiote yet because it was in San Francisco, is where the Venom movies are taking place, not New York City. So if it's on the other side of the globe while he's younger, he's not dealing with that until much later. And we all know how long it takes for one symbiote to get from one place to one place, fucking 6 months,
right.
because of how long they're walking. Like, it
Yeah.
takes fucking forever. So, like, you could think of it that way. Like,
I don't know.
is
I
it
feel like
in the
that's a
same
push,
universe,
though.
you know?
It's a push.
It is a push, but at the same time, that would incorporate it and say, like, why? Because if this Venom symbiote gets taken by Null up into, like, whatever dimension or universe world, wherever he's at, like, maybe that would explain why he hasn't been around for a while and then gets brought back to when Andrew Garfield immediately comes back from the
Mhm.
No Way Home. So, like, maybe something there in, like, the universe, like, blends it to where they both meet paths. I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot going on.
It is a
Too
lot
much.
going on.
Too
but
much.
We'll see. Overall, though, with the last trailer, how excited are you for this movie? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay. Are we basing this scale off of just the trailer alone, or are we comparing it to Craven since it's another Sony movie?
No, just trailer alone for Venom. Out of this trilogy, we've seen the other two. Like,
Yep.
are you on a scale of 1 to 10? How excited are you for the last
5.
chapter?
5.
A 5?
Yeah, dude.
I think I'm at a 6.5 for this.
I
last
don't
one.
think I'm really because I've had so much like high hopes for the first one and the second one, and
Yeah.
Sony's always just let me down. That like I don't.
But I think with No Way Home,
If I feel like if I go in low, I can expect something better.
yeah, that's very true. But with No Way Home, like, I feel like I'm a little more excited because, like, they definitely already tapped into the MCU,
It did.
so they can just, because obviously this has to open with him coming back from there.
That just sells my point even more though,
Yeah.
because if I go in low and they're including like
Yeah.
new shit,
Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking like the movie more.
Yeah.
So I dude, it's just a 5.
I'm gonna
just
go
like,
with 6.5 just
vibing
because
with
they've
it.
already poked the bear. Let's see where they go from there. Okay, well, other than
The
that,
Cocaine Bear.
yeah.
Good movie.
Well, other than that, guys, we will see you guys later this week when we review The Penguin from DC. because that's a big thing that's gotten actually really, really good reviews.
Really?
there.
Okay, good.
Like,
That's on
apparently
HBO,
really
right?
good- Yeah, a really
Okay.
good gangster like show. So I'm all for it, like in this Batman universe. So we'll get more into the nitty gritty there. Next week we'll talk about Agatha again, and then the next episode will be
Whatever
in,
the fuck
like
we talk.
in like 2 weeks ish, whenever the fuck it comes out. But until then, where can they find you?
You know what? You can find me at literally 4 inches below Adam's camera. This is crazy to me.
He's so short.
I know.
He
I
gets
don't know
shorter
what's going
every day.
on. You can find me on the Sphere 21 on any social media platform except for TikTok. I'm Oliver Kahn VA. That's Oliver Kahn. V as in Victor, A as in Alpha. So do that.
And you can find me at AM Warrior Photography. You can find the studio Archangel Studios official, and you can find this podcast at Nerd Locker Podcast, wherever you find your podcasts. We'll see you guys in next week. Peace.
Wait, really quick. How many times you wipe? No, seriously. No. Seriously.